Shivam, Harsha, Karshita, please respond. You are in the class, you need to respond. So we have already started content writing class. We have discussed what is content, how you need to write content, all the things we have already discussed. So for content writing, you need to be very unique. And nowadays there are a lot of jobs also related to content writing. So the first thing you have to remember that you have to write very unique content. You cannot copy paste it from any other site. To do that, your content will lose its uniqueness, its creativity. So people will also not like come and read your content because there are lot of contents available nowadays in internet. So suppose you are writing a content on importance of trees, so you need to write some points, some things which the people want to know, like people will take very much interest in that. So this is the first thing. Then you need to edit your content again and again. uh, so you need to look that where what changes you can do in your writing, and all the things you have to remember. So today we will start with how many types of contents are there. Okay, Harsha Vardhani, can you hear me? All of you, can you hear me? Shivam Chaurasia.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Shivam, you are from which university?
Bangalore University.
Okay. So you are PG student, right? Let me start. So what are the like types of content writings are there? So you can divide the content writing in 7 topics, like web content, blogging, social media content, ad and sales copy, expert industry writing, journalistic and news writing, creative writing. So I have divided content writing in these 7 topics. Now, what is web content? So if I ask you, can you tell me what is web content? Any one of you? What do you think? What is web content? So web content is nothing but you are writing in the web for some company or some industry. So if you think of content writing is like building a house, in this analogy, web content is the foundation. So web content which includes the content on your home page, landing page, about us page, contact page, and more is foundational content that every company needs to build an online presence. So what is web content? It includes the content on your home page, landing page, about us page, contact page, and more is a foundational content. So every company or every industry should have a website. So there we can see so many options like contact us, about us page. So there the web content writers write the content. So it always build an online presence because people first come and see that what is written in about us, because they can understand that what is the company is about. Now, without these, readers can't find the information they're seeking about your company, and the rest of your content strategy has nothing to build on. So I told you that readers first come and read this, and they want to get some information about about your company after reading that. So this page is a critical to develop. Now these are very critical to develop because these are very important. The skills a writer needs to write solid web page copy, SEO writing knowledge, to use those important keywords well in the copy, as well as engaging and conversion friendly writing skills. Now, good web page copy should be about the customer and never just about the brand or product. So, what are the skills a content writer needs? To write a solid web page uh, that is SEO writing proof. What is SEO writing proof? Like when you are writing something, it should when you are searching it in the Google, your writing should come fast. So that is SEO proven writing. To use those important keywords well in the copy, so you have to use the important keywords uh, in your writing so that the people can understand, and it should be conversion friendly writing skills. So good web page copy should be about customer and never just about the brand or product. So you cannot always tell about your product. You also have to talk about the customer in your web page. Okay. So do you understand what I'm saying about web content? Harshavardhini, are you there? Harshavardhini, Harshita, Shivam, did you understand? Ashutosh, Dhanushree, Anil, nobody is responding. Now, what are blogs? So blogs are, I think you know, nowadays there are a lot of people who write their blogs. So if web content is the foundation, blogging is the structure and room of the house. So blogging is a primary category of content that provides context for an audience, helps build SEO presence, and gives business a way to nurture their leads with a source of fresh, consistent content. So if web content is the foundation, blogging is the structure and room of the house. So blogging is a primary category of content which provides the context for the audience, and it helps build in SEO presence, and it gives your business to a nurture their leads with a source of fresh, consistent content. Now, not only do blogs showcase your brand personality, but it also helps readers get a sense of who you are and what you care about. So, by writing blogs, you can give your reader a sense about who you are, what you like, what you care about, which topics to cover, how much you value you can provide for them or not, etc. So blogging is an essential type of online content writing. When it's done correctly, it can dramatically increase your views and return on investment and your overall success. There is no one size fits all format for a blog. Instead, there are multiple styles of blogs, including list blogs, how to blogs, what to avoid, blogs, and more. So by mixing and matching your blog goals and formats, you can build brand awareness as well as achieve SEO ranking goals. So not only blogs showcase your personality, but it also helps the readers get to know like what type of personality you have, what you care, everything. Now, blogging is an essential type of online content writing. When it's done correctly, it can increase your views on your return on investment. So, there is no one size fits all format for a blog. There are multiple style of blogs nowadays, how to blogs, uh, what to avoid blogs, and more, everything. Now, what is social media content writing? So social media is a huge platform now. Now there are so many content creators in nowadays, and social media plays a very important role in the case of business. So when it comes to the industry, social media plays a very important role. So you have to think of social media as a supporting content player. So it's not enough for a company to only have a social media presence, but companies without any social media presence whatsoever typically do not make it very far into the social dominated culture. So nowadays you have to be very social media active for your company or industry, because there are a lot of people who are watching social media who are dealing with it. So you can like uplift your company or industry uh, by using social media platform. So a lot of people finding brands online for the first time are going to click on the Twitter icon and the Facebook page and to see what the companies really like on social media. Now we do well on Twitter, have expanded our profile reach to millions of users. Like if someone has any company, they have also like expanded their profile reach on Twitter by starting a Twitter chat call. Now there are a lot of ways by which you can increase your views or increase your start like user customers. So social media works. A good social media writer will blend fun, engaging copy, emojis, and short sentences to promote a brand's blog post, events, or message. Social media managers can even be paid to write captions. So nowadays there are social media managers who are paid to write captions. There is software that exists to discover trending hashtags. Now, like there is a trend when you are posting something, we use hashtags. So there is a software uh, like which can discover like what software, what are the trending software you need and all. The world of content in social media is so much. Finding the right platform and staying on a consistent schedule with copy and visuals is the key. So really social media is a very good platform. You can do better for your company or industry if you engage yourself properly in social media. So tell me, do you understand what I'm saying? Shivam,
Yes, ma'am.
Ashutosh? Okay, Shivam, did you understood what I'm saying? What do you think? Do you have any suggestion? What do you think? Which type of content writing is more appealing towards the readers? Shivam, what do you think? Dhanusri, Harshavardhani. See, if you are in the class, you need to unmute yourself. Now, I'm coming to the next point, advertising and sales copy. Now, what is advertising and sales copy? So, ad and sales copy bring the card appeal to your products and service. This kind of copy is related to showcase the unique attributes of your brand home. To people on the outside, advertising and sales copy applies to companies in all industries and takes away from a long-term Facebook and ads to promote tweets on Twitter and paid campaign on LinkedIn. So ad and sales copy bring the card apple to your products and service.
This kind of copy is related to showcase the unique attributes of your brand home to people on the outside. Now, one of my sales page that has brought in thousands of dollars in sales is this one. So not mine, about the company. So however, when it comes to sales copy, remember that building an audience and trust comes first. So today's advertising and sales copy that brings in real revenue is also written in less of a pushy sales tone. Instead, it should read like an approachable message for a friend. So good ads are segmented to the right audience at the right time. They are not manipulative and they are not misleading. So writer learning to write good sales copy should study the best. So when you are writing the sales copy, you have to study best. Now there is a like site address which is a great resource for learning about sales copywriting. Now, what is expert copy? So think of expert copy like the fine art collection inside the home. So at some point of another, all companies need some expert writing. This is the higher level writing you encounter on the web. Specific industries, for example, may need a high level ghostwriter that knows the nuances of the niche. So there are many companies who have a ghostwriter who write for their company and who knows everything about the company. So authorities in marketing need a writer that can ghostwrite for them. So in their voice for their blog, without expert writing, companies place their authority and relevance at risk. So may even be walking out into thin ice with Google, which now looks for expert quality in content as a ranking standard. So it is very important to have a ghostwriter who will write for your company. So writers looking to get hired as expert writers can absolutely charge higher rates than a generalist. So who are the ghostwriters who can charge more than a generalist and should have a specific industry that can speak with knowledge? An example, uh, former attorney writing legal blogs or a former chiropractor writing holistic blogs. So writer looking to get hired as expert writers, they can charge high, and if they are from a specific industry and they can have the more knowledge about the topic. So what is journalism and PR writing? So this one is easy. Tell me, what is journalism and PR writing? Harshita, unmute yourself. Harshavardhini, unmute yourself. What is journalism and PR writing and how it helps to the industry? So journalism and PR writing is critical for any company that wants to get the word about the newsworthy events, brand new products, or company changes. Journalism and PR writing serves the essential purpose of sharing company news. So you think about building a new house. If you never invited anybody over, nobody would be able to see the hard work you put into the home. So if you are making a new house, you have put lot of effort there. Now, if you don't invite anyone, if no one has ever come to your home to see what you have, how much you have like decorated your home or like that, so they cannot know like what have you done for your home. So your artwork, furnishing, paint, job, construction would go unnoticed by everybody but you. So you are the only one who can see all these things. This is where journalism and peer writing comes in. So through press release, for example, companies of all size and shapes can invite people in. So by journalism, journalism includes press release. So by press release, you can invite other companies uh, to come and to look for your company, and by this way you can increase your business. Now, some say that press releases are dead, just trying to get a peer to rank for a keyword doesn't work anymore. So if you are trying to spread the news of something newsworthy, they do work, and so they really are not dead or dying. So the description for a link to a press release we published just last year that did really well. So this one company is talking about themselves who did the press release, and you can see the link. So now creative writing, what is creative writing? Creative writing is a genre that encompasses the super creative projects companies do, and it serves to enhance and support virtually every other type of content on this list. So marketing copy, for example, can be creative. Social media, blogs, web content, and even advertisements can be creative. Yes, Ashutosh, you have any query? You raised your hand. You can ask if you have any query. Marketing copy, for example, can be creative. Social media, blogs, web content, and even advertisements can be also creative. So advertisement must be creative because you are creating some ad for company. So that ad is, if it is not creative, then it will not attract like more viewers. So social media, blogs, web content, and even advertisement can be creative, as well as there is no limit. From a tweet to a blog, creative writing can be open in anywhere. So you like nowadays everybody is creating good content, like more or less. So when there you can like write Twitter tweet creatively, you can write your blog creatively, so people know about it. Now they're not very much dumb. So creative writing is blending the best of writers' talent, such as writing stories, humorous and appropriate jokes, puns, etc., and using that in one of the other formats. For example, uh, here is a creative pun our social media copywriter Crystal wrote for social media. Okay, I'm not showing that. So in my agency at Express Writers, we have seen a growing need for creativity among all the projects we take on. So while here, customer focused copy bits trying to be too clever without a purpose, there is a real demand for writers that can tastefully create colorful and creative content. So really, content writing is a very hot job nowadays. if you can write creative content for your company, you are most welcome. And there are some techniques like you can understand that while you are working. And nowadays there is a job for educational content writing also. So suppose there are some companies who like work for the foreign universities. Now there are some assignments given to the students from foreign university, and the like if you are the like educational content writer, academic content writer, you need to like complete the assignment for them. So this is what they do. Okay. So we have discussed the types of content and how they are important for your company. You can ask me if you have any query. So I have found one link for writing good content. It is from Seattle University. I want to show you what are the points they have given for writing good web content. So according to them, website records a unique style of writing. So novelists paint a picture with words and reporters report the news with dramatic flair. Now, web content writers share information as succinctly as possible. So you have to be very concise. You do not say in 150 words what could be in 75. So you need to be concise, you need to be brief, but that doesn't mean that you are not writing all the important information. You cannot like end in 75 words. So do not say in 75 words what could be said in 30. Now, you cannot do the opposite also. So if you need to write very briefly, we don't make it 100 words or like that. So write simply. Long sentences with complex structure, it doesn't attract so much readers. So you have to avoid marketing. Neutral language is easier to read and understand than subjective and boastful text. So avoid that. It can be very clear and direct. Use the inverted pyramid style of writing. Put the essential and most interesting information in the beginning and include additional information in order of diminishing importance. Use keywords. You have to use the keywords. Keywords are very important in when it comes to content writing. You can use headings and use break up text with brief but descriptive headings, and you break up different ideas into different paragraphs. So don't write everything in one paragraph. Write different paragraph for different information. Make your text scheme friendly. You can use bulleted list and you can highlight only as necessary. Okay. So these are some points and you can make links easily to identify. So these are some points you can remember, like keep in mind when you are writing web content. Okay. So that's all for today. If you have any query, you can ask. And how was today's lecture? Did you understand?
Harshavardhini, Danushree, no response. Shivam, Ashutosh, what about you? Okay, so if you don't have any query, we will conclude our session here. Thank you so much for your attention.